If you've noticed your erections aren't what they used to be, maybe they're softer than before, frustratingly inconsistent, or have vanished altogether, please listen closely. This might be the most important health message you hear all year. It's easy to shrug it off as just getting older, but the truth cuts much deeper. What you're putting on your plate, day after day, could be quietly sabotaging your manhood, chipping away at your vitality one meal at a time. As a surgeon who's spent decades working intimately with the male anatomy, I see this connection play out every single day in my practice. What you eat doesn't just fill your stomach. It directly commands the strength of your blood flow, the vitality of your tissues, and ultimately the power and presence of your erections. And if you've celebrated your 60th birthday, this link between your fork and your function becomes absolutely critical. The stakes are higher, and the need for the right fuel is paramount. My name is Dr. David Lee. I'm a men's health specialist and urologist with over 30 years dedicated to helping men, especially those navigating their 60s, 70s, and beyond, reclaim control of their sexual health naturally. I've been in the trenches, witnessing firsthand what truly revives a man's confidence and what leaves him feeling defeated. Today, I want to share something crucial, something many doctors simply don't have the time or focus to explain. The very foods you've likely been warned away from for heart health, things like red meat, certain seeds, and specific leafy greens, can actually be your allies in restoring robust blood flow to the penis, gently raising testosterone levels, and helping you feel stronger, firmer, and unmistakably more like yourself again. It's a surprising twist, backed by science, not marketing hype. So, in the next few minutes, I'll reveal 3 specific, readily available foods, grounded in solid clinical research, that can help transform soft, unreliable erections into rock-solid confidence. We'll see how they can reignite your energy and bring back that sense of masculine vitality you might have thought was lost. And that third food? Hardly anyone talks about it, but it might just hold the key to unlocking the best, most satisfying sex you've experienced in years. Let's dive in and get your vitality back on track. Before we explore these powerful, erection-transforming foods, do me a quick favor. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. Why? Because this channel is dedicated entirely to vital, honest health insights specifically for men over 60, like you. Subscribing ensures you never miss another crucial tip that could change your health and your life. It's completely free, and it keeps you connected to the information you deserve. Also, if this message is hitting home for you right now, if it's speaking to a struggle you're facing, please type 1 in the comments below. If it doesn't resonate right now, type 0. This honest feedback helps me understand exactly what you need so I can serve you better. Okay, let's get back to it. So, we've established that what you eat profoundly impacts your performance. But before we jump into testosterone boosters or libido enhancers, we absolutely must start at the absolute foundation. Because without this one critical element, no erection, no matter how strong your desire, is physically possible. I'm talking about blood flow. Understanding how blood flow works for erections is the key to understanding why things have changed for you, and more importantly, how you can get them back. Let's break it down. Why blood flow is everything. Seriously, it's non-negotiable. When men in their 60s and 70s sit across from me, sharing their frustration about weak erections or a complete loss of function, my very first questions aren't about their testosterone levels, stress, or even their medications. My first focus is blood flow. Here's the fundamental truth most men never hear, and most doctors rush past. An erection is, first and foremost, a complex hydraulic event driven entirely by blood flow. It's not just about arousal or mental stimulation. It's a precise physical process demanding that your arteries can deliver a massive surge of blood to the penis, incredibly fast, and in sufficient volume to create and then sustain a firm, rigid erection. This entire miraculous process hinges on one thing: having healthy, flexible, unclogged blood vessels, highways wide open and ready for that critical rush of blood. Now, here's the challenging reality many face. By the time a man reaches his 60s, his arteries have often been under silent, sustained attack for decades. Think about it. Years, maybe even a lifetime of processed foods laden with unhealthy fats and sugars, periods of inactivity, Chronic stress, it all accumulates. Like rust inside a pipe, plaque made up of cholesterol, fat, calcium, and other substances begins to build up on the inner walls of your arteries. This is atherosclerosis. It narrows the passageway, stiffens the vessel walls, and critically reduces blood flow. It's a slow, insidious process. At first, you might barely notice, perhaps a slight decrease in firmness, taking a bit longer to get fully hard. Then it becomes harder to stay hard during intimacy. And eventually, if unchecked, your body simply can't muster the necessary blood flow to achieve an erection at all. It's devastatingly easy to blame age, but I've seen far too many men prove that label wrong. I vividly recall a patient, let's call him Robert. Robert was 67, a retired history professor. He came in with a quiet resignation. "Doc," he said, his voice heavy, "I figured this was it. My sex life is over. Isn't this just what happens to men my age?" He'd accepted defeat. But after looking closely at his vascular health and focusing intensely on improving his circulation, primarily through targeted dietary changes, something remarkable happened. Within a few months, the erections he thought were lost forever began to return, stronger and more reliable. His energy levels lifted, the constant fatigue eased, and most importantly, that spark of confidence, that feeling of being himself, came roaring back. That's the profound, life-giving power of healthy circulation. It revitalizes not just your heart, but your entire being, including your most intimate self. So, before reaching for pills, which often just mask the symptom without fixing the root cause, or invasive treatments, we absolutely must address this foundational issue, opening up those vital blood highways. The incredibly hopeful news? You can actively support and even improve blood flow naturally, powerfully, starting right now, using specific foods strategically. In fact, the very first food I recommend for restoring healthy blood flow and giving testosterone a natural nudge might genuinely surprise you. It's something you've likely been told for years to avoid. But when you choose the right kind and prepare it properly, it transforms into one of the most potent tools in your arsenal for reclaiming firm, dependable erections. Let's talk about it. Food number 1, grass-fed beef, the hormone and vitality restorer. Yes, really. Over the years, countless men over 60 have sat in my office, echoing the same belief. "Doc, I've cut way back on red meat, just like my doctor told me for my heart. But I still feel drained, sluggish, and completely disconnected in the bedroom." Every time I hear this, I pause, because the problem often isn't the beef itself. The problem frequently lies in the type of beef they were eating, grain-fed, processed, laden with hormones and antibiotics, and the critical nutrients they were missing out on by eliminating it entirely. Here's the crucial distinction. Clean, grass-fed, pasture-raised beef is a nutritional powerhouse specifically tailored for men's health, especially after 60. It's not the villain it's been made out to be. It's loaded with zinc. This mineral is absolutely essential for your body to produce testosterone. Testosterone isn't just about sex drive. It fuels your energy levels, mental focus, muscle mass, and critically, the quality of your erections. Zinc deficiency is surprisingly common in older men and directly impacts all these areas. Heme iron. This is the most easily absorbed form of iron. Iron is vital for creating hemoglobin, the molecule in your red blood cells that carries life-giving oxygen. Better oxygen delivery means more energy for you and stronger blood flow to all your tissues, including those critical for erection. High-quality protein. Your body needs ample protein to repair tissues, maintain muscle mass, which supports metabolism and strength, and produce essential enzymes and hormones. Grass-fed beef provides this in a highly bioavailable form. Creatine and carnitine. Naturally occurring compounds that support muscle energy and metabolism. One patient stands out clearly, Frank, a robust 72-year-old former engineer. Convinced red meat was harming his heart, he'd banished it completely. The result? Plummeting energy, a measurable drop in testosterone, and erections that had gone from reliably firm to frustratingly weak. We reintroduced grass-fed beef, specifically a lean cut like sirloin or ground beef, just twice a week, alongside other dietary tweaks emphasizing whole foods. The change wasn't overnight, but within about a month, the difference was undeniable. Morning erections returned, his overall drive noticeably improved, and he repeatedly mentioned feeling more like me again. That sense of underlying vitality was back. Crucially, I'm not talking about greasy fast food burgers, heavily processed deli meats, or cheap, grain-fed supermarket beef pumped full of additives. I'm talking about real, grass-fed, pasture-raised beef. Imagine a perfectly cooked 6 to 8 ounce steak, maybe topped with a slice of rich, raw cheese, another fantastic source of vitamin K2, which helps shuttle calcium out of your arteries and into your bones, keeping those blood vessels flexible and clear. It's simple, deeply satisfying, and powerfully effective for restoring foundational health. But beef, as potent as it is just one piece of this vital puzzle. To truly maximize blood flow, to supercharge that circulation right where you need it most, we need something fresh, vibrantly green, and packed with nature's own blood vessel relaxant. It's a food most men stroll right past in the produce aisle without a second glance, completely unaware of its remarkable potential. Let me shine a light on it. If this makes sense to you, if you're recognizing the connection between your plate and your performance, drop a 1 in the comments below. It lets me know this is hitting home and guides what I share next. Now, let's uncover the second powerhouse food. Food number 2. Arugula, the blood flow supercharger, nature's nitric oxide factory. When we think leafy greens, spinach and kale usually steal the spotlight. But what if I told you one of the most potent erection-supporting plants is often overlooked, sitting quietly in the salad mix? Meet arugula, sometimes called rocket. That light, slightly peppery green isn't just a garnish. It's what I call nature's blood flow booster rocket fuel. Its unassuming appearance belies its power. Inside every vibrant leaf lies a secret weapon: natural dietary nitrates. Now, don't confuse these with the harmful artificial nitrates found in processed meats like bacon or salami. The nitrates in arugula and other greens like beetroot are entirely plant-based and beneficial. Here's the magic. When you eat arugula, the friendly bacteria in your mouth convert these nitrates into nitric oxide, NO. Nitric oxide is a superstar molecule for vascular health. Its primary job? To signal the smooth muscle cells lining your blood vessels to relax and widen. This is called vasodilation. Wider, more relaxed vessels mean dramatically improved blood flow throughout your entire body. And as we now know, without robust blood flow, a firm erection is simply impossible. It's the core physiological requirement. I remember a patient, Ben, a fit 68-year-old retired Navy chief. He was disciplined, active, but deeply frustrated. Haven't had a morning erection in years. Document feels like that ship has sailed. We didn't reach for prescriptions first. We started with his diet. I suggested he simply add 1 cup of fresh arugula to his daily lunch. Nothing fancy, just a big handful tossed with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. He was skeptical but committed. About 2 weeks later, I got an email. The subject line, "Rocket science?" The message was pure joy. "Doc, I think my wife might be more surprised than I am. Let's just say, things are functioning again. That little green stuff works." Arugula is incredibly easy to incorporate. Toss it into salads, pile it onto sandwiches, blend a handful into a morning smoothie, or simply wilt it lightly with garlic. The effects, however, go deep, relaxing blood vessels, improving circulation system-wide, and directly supporting both heart health and bedroom performance. It acts fast, it works naturally, and it does so without any negative side effects. But while boosting blood flow is absolutely fundamental, it's only half the battle for truly strong, sustainable erections. Your body also needs the right mineral foundation, especially as you age when deficiencies become more common. That's where one humble, often forgotten food steps in. It's small, but its impact on how you feel and perform can be enormous. Let's talk seeds. Food number 3, pumpkin seeds, the mineral powerhouse, tiny giants of vitality. Sometimes, the most potent solutions come in the smallest, most unassuming packages. That perfectly describes pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas. Often tossed aside after Halloween, relegated to seasonal baking, or left forgotten in the back of the pantry. These little green gems are absolute powerhouses for men over 60, especially those battling low energy, unreliable erections, or that persistent feeling of being drained. Think of pumpkin seeds as nature's multi-mineral supplement in a perfect, edible shell. They deliver a powerhouse blend specifically targeting key areas of men's health. Magnesium. This is arguably the MVP. Magnesium deficiency is rampant in older adults. Why does it matter? Magnesium is crucial for over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including those that help blood vessels relax and expand, supporting nitric oxide function, regulate blood pressure, manage blood sugar, and crucially, lower cortisol, the primary stress hormone. High cortisol is a silent killer of libido and directly interferes with arousal and erectile function. Studies, like one published in the Journal of Urology, have linked higher magnesium intake to improved erectile function scores. Zinc. We met zinc with the grass-fed beef. Pumpkin seeds are another excellent source. Zinc remains vital for testosterone production, immune function, and prostate health. Selenium. This potent antioxidant plays a key role in protecting prostate cells and supporting overall cellular health. Healthy fats and plant-based protein. They provide sustained energy and building blocks for hormone production. One case really cemented this for me. Arthur, a 72-year-old grandfather, full of life but feeling defeated physically. He hadn't experienced a firm erection in over a year and confessed, "I just don't feel like me anymore." Blood work revealed notably low magnesium and zinc levels. We didn't jump to pills. I had him start eating just a quarter cup of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds daily. He'd sprinkle them on oatmeal, add them to yogurt, or simply grab a small handful as an afternoon snack. About 4 weeks later, he walked into my office with a grin I hadn't seen before. "Doc," he declared, a twinkle in his eye, "I think I'm back in the game. And the energy? It's like someone flipped a switch." That's the profound power of minerals when delivered through real, whole food. They work synergistically, nourishing your body at a foundational level. Pumpkin seeds are simple, incredibly affordable, and remarkably effective. Combined with grass-fed beef for protein, zinc, and iron, and arugula for nitric oxide-boosting nitrates, they help create the ideal internal environment for stronger, more consistent erections and overall vitality. But even with these three nutritional powerhouses working together, there's one final, often overlooked piece to the puzzle. This nutrient doesn't come from your plate, but from the sky above. If you're low in it, even the best dietary efforts might fall short. Let's shed some light on this critical factor. If you're finding this information valuable, if it's giving you hope or practical steps, please type 1 in the comments. Truly helps me know this is making a difference. Now, onto this vital bonus tip. Bonus tip: vitamin D3, the sunshine hormone for erections. We've covered powerful foods, but there's one essential nutrient that operates like a master regulator, profoundly impacting everything we've discussed. It's not something you'll find on your dinner plate or in your spice rack. It's a hormone your skin produces when bathed in sunlight: vitamin D3. I often call vitamin D3 the erection hormone because its influence is so vast and critical. Testosterone production. Vitamin D3 is directly involved in the signaling pathways that stimulate your body to produce testosterone. Low D3 often correlates with low T. Blood vessel health. It plays a vital role in maintaining the health and function of the endothelial cells lining your blood vessels. Healthy endothelium equals better nitric oxide production equals better vasodilation equals stronger erections. Inflammation reduction. Chronic inflammation is a silent enemy of vascular health and erectile function. D3 helps modulate the inflammatory response. Blood pressure regulation. It contributes to healthy blood pressure levels, a key factor in maintaining good circulation. Mood and energy. Adequate D3 levels are linked to better mood and reduced fatigue, indirectly supporting sexual desire and confidence. Despite its critical importance, vitamin D deficiency is an epidemic, especially among older men. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing D3 from sunlight. We often spend more time indoors. We might live in northern latitudes with weaker sun for months on end. The result? Alarmingly low levels that fly under the radar. I recall a patient, Henry, a spry 65-year-old widower determined to improve his sexual health. He was eating cleaner, incorporating ideas like we've discussed, walking daily, even trying herbal supplements. Yet, progress was frustratingly slow. His erections remained weak and unreliable. When we checked his vitamin D levels, they were shockingly low, far below the optimal range. We added a daily supplement of 5,000 IU of vitamin D3, a common, safe dose for deficiency under medical guidance. The shift within a few weeks was remarkable. He reported feeling clearer, more energetic, and most tellingly, the nighttime and morning erections he thought were gone for good had started to return. It was a powerful reminder. Vitamin D3 is often the missing link, the catalyst that allows the other dietary changes to work their full magic. My recommendation: aim for sensible sun exposure, about 15 to 20 minutes of midday sun on large skin areas, like arms and legs, several times a week without burning. However, for most men over 60, especially during fall and winter, or if you have darker skin, a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement, often paired with vitamin K2 for optimal calcium utilization, is essential. Get your levels checked by your doctor to guide your dosage, but 2,000 to 5,000 IU daily is a common maintenance range for those with deficiency. Think of it as daily sunshine in a capsule, supporting your heart, your bones, your immune system, and yes, your erectile health. Putting it all together, your simple erection-enhancing meal plan, you now have the core components. The why, blood flow; the what, 3 powerful foods plus D3. But how do you weave them seamlessly into your daily life? Success isn't about complicated recipes or radical deprivation. It's about simple, consistent integration. The men I see achieve the best results build sustainable habits around a few key choices. Here's a simple, powerful meal you can enjoy 2 to 3 times per week that brings all these elements together. The foundation: 6 to 8 ounces. Cook up a serving of grass-fed beef. Think a lean burger patty, a sirloin steak, or ground beef in a chili. Cook it gently, medium rare to medium, to preserve nutrients. Avoid charring it black. The booster, optional but recommended. Top it with a slice of raw, grass-fed cheese, like cheddar or Gouda. This adds delicious flavor and a potent dose of vitamin K2 to work synergistically with vitamin D3 and keep arteries flexible. The blood flow igniter: generous serving, create a vibrant side salad with arugula as the star base, at least 1 to 2 cups. Drizzle generously with extra virgin olive oil, rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, and a good squeeze of fresh lemon juice for vitamin C and flavor. You can add other non-starchy veggies like cucumber, bell peppers, or a few walnuts for extra crunch and omega-3s. The mineral power sprinkle: small handful, liberally sprinkle raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds over your salad, or even over the beef. Aim for about a quarter cup. The sunshine catalyst: daily take your vitamin D3 supplement with this meal, or as directed, ideally with a source of healthy fat, like the olive oil, for better absorption. That's it. This combination delivers a powerhouse of nutrients: high-quality protein and zinc from the beef, nitrates and folate from the arugula, magnesium and zinc from the pumpkin seeds, healthy fats from the olive oil and seeds, and K2 from the cheese, all supported by the systemic benefits of vitamin D3. It's satisfying, nourishing, and specifically engineered to support the blood flow and hormonal balance essential for strong erections. Men consistently tell me that after a few weeks of incorporating meals like this 2 to 3 times a week, alongside other sensible whole food choices and staying hydrated, they notice significant differences. It's not just about firmer erections. It's about deeper energy reserves, improved mood, sharper focus, and that overall sense of vitality returning. It's not a restrictive diet. It's strategic nourishment, finally giving your body the specific tools it's been craving for years to repair, rebuild, and perform. Your second prime: Reclaiming confidence and vitality as we wrap up, I want to leave you with the most important message of all, one grounded in 3 decades of helping men just like you. Your body possesses an incredible, enduring capacity to heal, adapt, and thrive at any age. The narrative that your 60s, 70s, or beyond signal an inevitable decline in vitality, masculinity, or sexual fulfillment is simply not true. Age brings wisdom and experience, but it doesn't have to mean surrendering your strength or your intimate connections. We've journeyed through the core truths. Blood flow is the non-negotiable foundation of every strong erection. Poor circulation, not just low T, is often the stealthy culprit. Grass-fed beef, strategically chosen, can be a powerful ally in restoring hormone levels and foundational energy. Arugula acts like nature's blood vessel opener, boosting nitric oxide for improved flow where it matters most. Pumpkin seeds deliver the essential minerals, especially magnesium, your body desperately needs to relax, function, and thrive. Vitamin D3 is the often missing sunshine catalyst that supports testosterone, vascular health, and overall vitality. These aren't just abstract nutrients. They are the tangible building blocks of renewed confidence, rekindled masculinity, and deeper connection with your partner. When you consistently provide your body with these fundamental tools, you're not just eating for health. You're actively reclaiming a core part of your identity and well-being that you may have thought was lost. I've witnessed the transformation countless times. Men walking in feeling defeated and walking out weeks or months later standing taller, smiling brighter, brimming with renewed energy and the quiet confidence that comes from taking back control. So, please hear this. Consider this phase your second prime. Your golden years hold the potential for profound passion, purpose, and power. You bring a lifetime of wisdom, resilience, and heart to the table. Now, by nourishing your body with the right foods and supporting your circulation, you're equipping yourself with the physical vitality to match that incredible spirit. Stay committed to these simple steps. Stay hopeful because real change is absolutely possible. And above all, stay in the fight for your health and your happiness. The most vibrant, fulfilling chapters of your life may very well be unfolding right now. If this message resonated with you, if it offered clarity, sparked hope, or gave you one actionable step towards feeling stronger, please take a second right now to like this video. This simple act helps the YouTube algorithm share this vital information with more men over 60 who are silently struggling and need to hear it. Share it with a friend, a brother, a golf buddy, someone you care about who might be facing similar challenges. You never know whose life you might change. Drop your thoughts, experiences, or questions in the comments below. I read every single one, and your story could provide invaluable encouragement to another man feeling alone in this. If you typed 1 earlier, thank you, your feedback is crucial. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking this vital step towards reclaiming your strength, your confidence, and your passion. Remember, it's never too late. I'm Dr. David Lee, and I'm right here with you on this journey. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights tailored for your best years.